What's up, Jacob here. We are fishing some backwater today. I have a popping cork on the line right now with some live shrimp. I've honestly never fished a popping cork before, so this is new to me, something I just wanted to get out and try. I don't really enjoy this type of fishing that much, but I figured I would try it just because I've honestly never done it before. So hopefully we can land a pretty big freaking red. That's what I'm hoping for. Even a stud trout. I've already heard some snook blowing up behind me, so I'm just excited to get to the fishing and gonna see what we get today. There we go. Doesn't feel like a trout. I swear this is a catfish. It's not, I don't know. I really don't know. It's not big. I think it might be a catfish. Yep. He off. That's just the one thing that comes with using shrimp. You have the chance of catching catfish. Kind of saw it coming, but we're gonna grind it out and hope that we can get some good fish along the mix. If I happen to keep catching catfish, what I might do is just shorten the leader I have so that the shrimp's not sitting on the complete bottom. I honestly don't know how deep it is out there. I was assuming it was a little deeper, but it might not be. I don't know a ton about catfish and how they eat, but I have a feeling that they mostly are bottom feeders. And so I would just assume that if I can dangle that shrimp a little higher off the ground, that maybe that will eliminate some of the catfish that might want to come eat it. So right here on this log, there are so many mullet. The reason I never really do fishing like this is just because it honestly gets kind of boring. Like you just kind of sit there, just wait and watch. And I mean, it's sick because you can catch some really big fish doing stuff like this. There's just a larger plethora of fish you can catch, and you're probably gonna catch more fish doing this. They just might not be the fish you want, but there's just something about sitting there, working a lure, and just, it's so much more rewarding. But I just wanted to give this a try today because I've honestly never done it. And so I want to start switching it up a little bit, getting better at some different things. Make sure my shrimp, oh, what the, something just hit my, it just hit the popper, not the shrimp. Maybe the shrimp's gone. It is. What the heck? I'm gonna give the fluke just a few tosses just to see if maybe the fish out here right now want a little more action than a shrimp sitting there, and then we'll get back to the shrimp. Oh, I think that was a little tiny trout. Did you hear that blow up behind me though? Bro, that sounded like a snook, and that sounded like a big blow up. All right, we're back to the popping cork for a little bit. There we go. Very small fish. Interesting. It's got a lot of head shakes. You're kidding, dude. I don't even want to show you guys what this is. Hopefully you didn't see it. All right, let's hope for something a little better. So far we got a catfish and a boxfish. We're going for the river trash slam. Now, what would make the slam there? What's the other trash can? I don't want to put ladyfish in like a trash slam just because it's honestly not that terrible fish. If you get a good sized ladyfish, it honestly isn't that bad of a fight. And it's honestly kind of fun because they jump. So I'm not gonna put them in the trash can list. I know a lot of people would. I don't know, what do you guys think? Comment down below what you think the third fish is in a trash inshore slam. I feel like the only thing you really can put there's a ladyfish, but it feels kind of bad. Oh. I think this might be another boxfish. I don't know, it's a trout. There we go. An actual wanted fish. It's honestly not a terrible one either. I just had my drag pretty tight. There we go. My hand's wet from my water bottle, so I'm not gonna reach down and wet my hand. Honestly, a beautiful little trout. Not much size at all. Probably only like 13 inches, 12 inches. But that's a good start. It's a fish we actually wanted, so. And they off. Oh, that's a big trout. I just saw a big trout or redfish heading that way. Well, If it was a trout, it was big. So redfish, it wasn't huge. Dang, dude. Just swam right in front of me. There you go. Doesn't feel big. Definitely a trout, small trout. That wasn't the one that swam in front of me, sadly. Whip my hand. Another little guy. Just had the water's a little murkier, or a little stained. It's honestly not super, clarity's not terrible, maybe like a foot or two, but still got a root beer chartreuse fluke on there. So we'll see if that one guy's still cruising. There we go. Oh, I spit it out. We'll see if we eat again for some reason. Oh, ate again. Ate again. Oh, shoot. That might have been a boxfish. All right, we're gonna step away from the shrimp for a minute. The fluke bite seemed pretty good. That was only like 5 minutes I was throwing it. I caught a trout and also got hit like 2 or 3 times. So I tied on a pink chartreuse myridine. I have a feeling the trout are gonna go crazy for this thing, and hopefully a red will hit it as well. Already got hit. Oh, that's a trout ski. I knew they would go crazy when I popped off. Bro, I knew they would go crazy for this thing. There we go. That's another trout ski. Dude, they love it. Actually, he's a little bit better than the first one. I'll loosen my drag a little bit. Oh, he popped off good. Absolutely hammering it. That's a big dolphin. That's not what you want. I want him to go away. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Like 6 big snook. Holy crap. There we go. Another trout. There we go. He's actually not a terrible one. That's definitely my best trout. That's a pretty trout. This is actually a decent trout. Hooked right in the lip right there. Literally hanging out just like that. I mean, he's still only like maybe 14, 15 inches, but he's heavy. Another troutski. Need a smaller one. I still need to set the hook harder. I've just never been a big hook setter. He's not tiny though. They're not like miniature. All right, so I want to bomb some cast out there because I know it gets a little deeper. So I tied on a heavy myridine. I know small trout, honestly, could care less about, or couldn't care less about the size of the lure. So small trout I feel like will still eat this, but the hope is that I can get something a good size and possibly even a redfish. That's kind of my goal at this point. I've caught a ton of trout. Now I want to land a red. There we go. Can't tell if it seems like a better fish. It's definitely a trout with the way it's fighting. That looks like a little redfish under it. Little guy, he's grunting. There we go. Swimming this way. Oh, it popped off. There we go. More trout. Another trout hole. A lot of people would probably be like, man, you must be having so much fun catching those little dink trout. But honestly, they're not like super small. Like they're not like babies. They're obviously not big, but they're not like little tiny. Like they have a little bit of size to them. So I'm honestly just happy to be catching fish. I know there's a lot of people that aren't even fishing today. There's a lot of people that aren't even catching fish today. So I'm stoked to just be landing a ton of fish. Hopefully they'll start growing in size here. A little trout ski. He came up and hammered it. Oh, this is actually a decent sized one. He's not bad though. I mean, he's definitely a small trout, but okay, yeah, he's a really small trout. Okay, buddy. There you go. Before I go, I just wanted to say, from everyone that came over from Lawson's channel, I appreciate it a ton, honestly. This is something that I've been wanting to do for years and years now, but through my mental health struggles, I just really wasn't able to find the time and just be able to do it. And now that I've taken the time to really work on myself and work on my mental health, and I've got things figured out finally, to the best that I can at the moment, I really want to get back to this, and I'm just super stoked to get back to it. And it's been cool to see the support I've gotten so far from it. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm honestly super thankful. It's been a dream and something that I'm passionate about, that I love to do, just creation, and honestly just building a platform where I can use for what I can use for my mental health, just to share with others that are dealing with the same thing. It's something that I'm super passionate about, and I just hope that I can somehow be a light through these videos for people that are going through the same stuff. So once again, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next video.